I've gone from ward work to A&E department. So
Sorry if I stop. Now you currently basing as a full-time on a emergency department unit. Okay then.
So obviously on a ward, patients would be there long term. So you would see the same people every day.
2-3 months, like obviously.
Yeah, whatever the however how long.
You build up more relationship with them and everything.
With now, obviously, we're getting people that come in who are having mental health crises, and obviously they will come in. They either turn up to A&E themselves, or the police bring them in on 136s. That's 136 of the Mental Health Act. So if you're in the street or you're anywhere in public and you're acting bizarre, you can be, you'll probably be detained under the 136, and that means you'll come down to hospital, you'll be assessed, and then they take it from there. You'll either be discharged or you'll be admitted into hospital. Do you know? So yeah, and obviously we have to deal with different people every day. But the problem is, we have patients that come into hospital, they get assessed, they're coming in, so they've been assessed, so they're going to come into a mental health ward, but they end up staying in A&E for a week, like where they're waiting for beds on mental health wards. Shocking, unbelievably shocking. It's not fair for them. It's not fair for the patients. It's not fair for the staff who do their. Honestly, I can't praise the staff that they do so much. You got to remember, you got mental health patients. They're standing for a week in A&E. They're getting angry.
Yeah,
so you have to deal with constant.
For a week in A&E.
Waiting for a bed. I mean, I've had three patients waiting over like 5, 6, 7 days in A&E.
In A&E.
Waiting for a bed to become available in a mental health hospital.
That's very bad, because A&E is the wrong environment,
Absolutely,
especially for mental health.
But because it's a place of safety, it's deemed acceptable.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Totally unacceptable, but it's deemed acceptable. And the problem is then you've got patients getting frustrated, because they're not physically unwell, they're mentally unwell. So, they could be agitated, they could be digi, so they want to go out and you've got to stop them. They want section, you've got to stop them from leaving. Then you have to restrict people's movements in the sense that they can't go for walks on their own, they have to go with staff. That winds them up. Then that potentially causes confrontation. Then you having to fight people, literally, like people are trying to fight you. They're trying to fight you, but you're trying to restrain them. How you've been taught your techniques. Totally different. Do you know what I mean? If someone's coming at you with full fist, flaying, and you're just, oh, excuse me, I have to do my restraint. It's so hard work, do you know? But, oh well, do you know?
Well, let's jump to the next question. What type of question you ask to assess whether a patient require additional support?
See, what I find with mental health patients normally come to you. I can explain it sort of like when
they've already been assessed.
Yeah, and like if if they're not telling you everything, because it's just the way they act. I can't really describe it, but it's sort of like a way they act. And I always tell them, listen, there's no point telling someone half the story, because what a lot of them do is they've got stuff that they don't want anyone to know, and that's the stuff that's really troubling them. Yeah. So they tell people stuff that's troubling them, and they think that's going to be enough. But I say to them, no, you got to tell everything, because it will come back. You sort this problem out. This is the real problem. So you've got to tell the whole story. If you want to get help. If you want to be helped. But of course it's difficult, because some of the things that have happened or they've been through is horrendous. Do you know what I mean?
So, your job as a mental health support worker, did you have any previous? Do you need any qualification to do that job? You just simply need experience, or?
I mean, you do you do your testing, your tests and your MVQs, and obviously the trust put you through the necessary courses
and everything.
Yeah. But it's not a uni or anything like that. It's not a uni or anything.
It's simply courses to attend or to just
mandatory training, and obviously some little courses and all that. Yeah.
So literally, your shift is simply looking after patient with mental health issues,
Yeah.
and do you do is simply just make sure they're safe and make sure they don't leave the hospital, or is there any other
Yeah, I suppose
task you do? Like,
take their observations, write all that down.
so you do observation as well?
Yeah. Deal with them, basically deal with their needs, if they want anything, obviously you help them get that. If they want to go for walks, you go with them. If they've got wounds, you can help, clean the wounds up, dress the wounds.
Yeah.
Some mental health support workers are trained in, doing cannulas, stitching,
Okay then.
things like that, because if you've got a patient who's self-harmed and some of them are really scared, and you've built up a good rapport with them, and another doctor comes in to stitch them up, they get all freaked out. But if you can stitch them up and you've already got a rapport with them,
Yeah,
you can keep the situation nice and calm. Do you know what I mean? So it is, it's quite a...
Obviously, depend the patient, depend the situation. You just
Absolutely, yeah.
Wow.